good, man.
Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Hanging in. I'm sorry I'm late, man.
It's
I'm
all
sorry.
good. We were talking smack to the kids on the podcast for tonight.
Oh,
Grace Hall
yeah.
gonna start off with the question for tonight. Grace Hall.
Okay.
Okay. My first question is, like, what would you tell somebody, like, who's trying to get into coaching? Like, what would you tell them? What's the first thing you would tell them?
First thing I would tell somebody trying to get into coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to me, the first thing you gotta do is you gotta be patient and be able to deal with. You gotta be a person that can be able to deal with a lot of things that come with coaching. It's a lot of stuff come with coaching, especially at the high school level. And I never really coached teenagers like baby boys and stuff like small fry things. Like I've been coaching high school for a while, and I coach street ball, and I always been successful. But always my thing is how I win. I have a relationship with my basketball players. So if you have a relationship with your players, you know them off the court and on the court. You can work better with the kids.
Okay, Coach Goodie. Nice to know your secrets of success. So my question is, without the pandemic this year, what was your expectations for your Bogan team this year?
You already know. Win.
I like that.
That's all we do is win, man. That's all we do at Bogan is win. I mean, we the last 2 years where we 60-6 with no major Division I players. You know what I'm saying? So that means a lot to me. I mean, I'm called the underdog. I like being the underdog and I like to work. So I'd have been working. Like a lot of guys working right now, but they no season. So they doing work. They doing whatever they doing right now. It's a pandemic. So me, I've been doing this I've been coaching at Bogan for 13 years, and I ain't never had a losing season without having Division I players. So to me, I think I'm succeeding at what I'm doing.
Okay.
My question for you, Goodie. I had the luxury of coaching when I was over there at Authur against you. We had our epic battle when we was at Authur at home. I don't know if
some of y'all cheated.
Come on.
when you talking about when the little girl fainted and she was out for 30 minutes to help y'all get momentum? Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, she fainted in the stands. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember
that. What I most admired you as me being involved with coaching how I am is, like you said, the relationship that you have with your kids, especially with the special group that you have with Tiger, Rashawn, AG, and me being able to coach them that year for Mac Urban Fire. And we used to all sit around in my hotel room and in the lobby area and just talk like how strong of a connection you guys had and you trusted them. And as me being the coach, how would you say the player-coach relationship, how much of an impact does that really have on the kids on and off the court?
Man, I know it works. Because you know what, man? Like right now, at the pandemic, man, I've been coaching at Bogan since 2007, 2008, right? At different times during the day, I have like 5 guys might call me FaceTime. I just got my FaceTime. I used to be an Android guy. So I got FaceTime. And it'd be 5 guys at a time calling me on FaceTime, talking to me, asking me how I'm doing, concerned about me. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a good job when you have open gym and all your players come back to the gym. You know what I'm saying? But this, of course, in coaching, you're not gonna be able to make everybody happy. So I got a few kids that a lot of this stuff come through the parents. A lot of these parents playing through their kids, and they think their kids going to the NBA, and they supposed to be so smart. They don't look at the stats and the things like that about going pro and going D1. So a lot of them living in hoop dreams. That's what I call the hoop dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So, but me, I'm not a hoop dream. I tell a kid really about their game. You ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? If you that good, it'll be somebody on the roof looking through our glass trying to see with a camera trying to get in our building. So let's have facts. So in order for us to be good and you get there, you got to work hard. You know what I'm saying? And we work every day of the week, all summer. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah, Tiger, Sean. When I got Sean came from Hyde Park. Sean was number a little puppy. He was a crybaby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, you see how I worked him and got him better. He was a player of the year his senior year, and he was all state.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all my work, and I understand my work, but I'm not no guy that's I'm not arrogant or nothing like that. Whereas I think I'm the best. I'm the best coach in the city. I walk around and I don't speak to people and things like that. And I'm not that, but I know what I do is working for me.
Absolutely.
You know, some people got their own way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying nobody no gym shoes. I'm not going to be picking you up. I'm not going to promise you when I get you out of grammar school that you're going to be starting. I'm not telling you none of those things because I don't like to lie to nobody. I don't want you lying to me. So I ain't going to tell you all that. You know, and I can't get some kids just because of that. They be like, man, this dude too real. His parents like, he too real. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely understand that.
Yeah, I'm real. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you your kid going to the pro out of 8th grade. Come on, man. How you gonna tell a kid? That's what we messed up at. You going to Duke. How you gonna tell somebody from area they going to Duke?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you lying to these kids. You know what I'm saying? So I just think my relationship with my kids is real. I just keep it real. I like to let my kids be kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a drill sergeant, but I want them to be because the only way you're gonna learn about your kids, you got them to be themselves. And when they're around, they can be themselves around there. You know what type of person you're dealing with. You know what type of kid you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
that gets me back real good. So like I said, this year we was gonna win. People probably thought we weren't gonna win, but I know for sure we was gonna be in the top 2 in the Red South.
Absolutely.
Grace Taylor.
Yeah, I got one more question.
Okay.
Got a question. Go ahead, Grace.
What's your like your favorite coaching memory? Like one thing you'll always remember from coaching.
Oh man, I can't even really like one thing. Man, you know the best thing.
One of them.
You know the one best thing that I like about coaching is when my kids call me and they tell me they love me. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I love about coaching. With me coaching, and my kids call me back and say they love me. You know what I'm saying? They call me back and say, "Coach, we love you." You know what I'm saying? That's respect. That's just let you know that you did a good job what you was doing.
Yeah, my coach,
You know what I'm
Coach Goodie. My kids don't call me and tell me they love me. My kids call me asking for an Uber.
Nah, man, my kids call me and tell me they love me, and you know that's the best. That's one of the best. That's the best thing about coaching. You know, they call me and my wife. And I have to tell you, they call me on FaceTime. They call me at 11:30. All of me they're different schools. They call me. They link up. They call me, ask me how I'm doing, tell me they love me. You know what I'm saying? And I you know me, I'm hardcore like Chris Head. Y'all know Chris Head?
I played for Chris Head.
Yeah, so you know Chris Head, you know how he coach. That's why I got my coaching style from Chris Head. You know what I'm saying? Certain parts that I got my style from Chris Head. And you know, I'm hard on, but they know, you know, after I'm hard, like, you know, kids make mistakes. So some coaches hold grudges, you know what I'm saying? And kids gonna make mistakes. Y'all, I'm a coach, I'm a grown man, and some kids gonna I made mistakes, you know what I'm saying? So I always hold that value to my heart that kids gonna make mistakes, but it's how you do after mistake. They keep making the same mistake, then that's a different story. But sometimes kids just need somebody to push them and talk to them and get them through. They gonna make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Some coaches don't understand that. They kick the kid to the curb, but this certain type of kid can't make it in my program. I just think any kid can make it if you believe in them and make them know that you believe in them, they'll do what you ask them to do. My kids know I believe in them.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
My question is, when you like when you look at a point guard, what's one thing that they must have for you to like, not like them, but just be like, yeah, like.
Well, you know, I'm a point guard. I was the best point guard in Chicago ever. Yeah, no, let's just keep that. I want to put that on the record on the podcast.
Okay.
No, I'm just talking. But I was a good point guard. I was a point guard in high school. I was one of the top players in high school and in grammar school. And then I played the junior college. I went to junior college, of course. I was junior college. I had some things going on for where I grew up at, so I had some learning. I had some growing up to do. And then I went to junior college. We went to the Hudson and junior college, and then we was winning. I always been winning at every level. So me just coming, my coaching style is I'm a point guard coach. So I'm looking for guys who can lead. You know what I'm saying? Who I'm trying to teach them the way it goes for the next level. I'm not coaching the high school level. I'm really coaching at the college level because I'm trying to get guys ready to play college ball. And some guys just don't be ready. You know what I'm saying? And some guys don't have enough height to play the level they want to play. Like they ain't no 5'9" guy guard going to Duke. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, but here go the things that you can get you by. If you little, if you can pass forward, you can play 94 feet, 84 feet, whatever it is in high school, You can play the whole full court man-to-man, and you could be a problem with your size. You can make it. You can make it in college. All you gotta do is come work hard every day. Have the fundamentals. Because first of all, a lot of people don't know. A lot of these guys don't know their fundamentals
At
right now.
all.
They can't make left-hand layups. I ask kids like, how do you make it in high school and you can't make a left-hand layup? You know what I'm saying? That's one of my questions. Like in high school, you have to make a layup with your left hand and right hand. You supposed to learn that in grammar school. So I asked them, who was your coach in grammar school? I need to go smack them. You know what I'm saying? Because you at this level and you think you good. Your parents sitting over there, they think you good, and you can't even dribble with your left hand. Then right now at this age, where we coaching right now, Vontae, everybody got trainers.
Yeah, man.
And you know, I think trainers, they scamming because they ain't teaching the kids nothing. So I really don't agree with all these scamming trainers who never played basketball, never scored 30 points in their life. You ain't never scored 12 points. You never even played Division I ball, but you're a trainer and you teach the kids how to do NBA stuff. They don't know how to do grammar school stuff. Dribbling with 2 balls with plastic on it, all this stupid stuff. You know, I just feel like they scamming. You know what I'm saying? And these kids think they got trainers. They miss my prices for trainer, or somebody trainer got to pay a trainer. You can pay me. I don't want you to just work hard. You ain't got to pay me. I just gonna do it. I'm gonna get you for free. Fundamental, left hand, right hand layups, fundamental pump fake. You know, a ball screen. So this little thing they don't teach that in training, but I got a trainer. You know, that's NBA stuff. They want to come to practice. You can't even come to my practice and wear. You can't even wear sweatpants in my practice. You know, you can't wear an armband. You can't do because they get away from playing basketball. They worry about all the material things or the NBA look, and that's why we haven't a lot of success with these guys in high school from Chicago right now. To me, that's just my opinion.
You know what?
I agree with you 100% with that, Goodie.
Speaking on that, coach. So when we have our tryouts, I just do. It's never nothing like, okay, we're just gonna get you out here and play. I want to see you at fundamentals. I do 3-man weave. We do full court layups. Shell drill. And you'll be surprised how many juniors and seniors come to us like, how do you don't know what help side is? Like, how do you know what a help line is? Like, how do you know how to shade the passing lane? Like, one pass away.
Yeah, they don't get taught that, man. Vontae don't get taught that, Vontae. The best kids, to me, I like to have is small fry kids. They got some type of
structure,
knowledge about basketball from playing small fry. So I always ask the kids, you know, I just be doing this I do it on purpose. Like all the kids who play small fry, step over here, and all the kids who didn't play small fry, step over here. And then you see the difference. You go to good guys, you go to bad guys. Who the guys who can't play? You know what I'm saying? But then you got the ones who think they ain't play small fry, but their parents are the same ones who talk smack to me or think get something to say about the coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
parents are like, especially I can't speak anywhere else. Here in Chicago, it'd be a lot of parents who feel like their kids you know, deserve more than what they put out. And
no question.
And it's kind of crazy. I had 2 situations like that this summer where we had 2 teams and you know, one of the teams is kind of, you know, we had more of the better players. And I had a couple of players who's like, they deserve to like shoot the ball more and play more.
Yeah,
like,
man. Come on, man. They got it's messed. Hey, man. Hey, man. They taking the steam out with this coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's not like it was, man. It's not. They don't care. It's like this basketball turned to AAU ball, and I understand AAU ball. Like I said about AAU ball is for the guys who really can play. Some people need to go train and get better. Go work gym and work on their jump shot, work on their muscle memory, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Work on something to get better. Then summertime, come back to me with something new. They're not doing that, Vontae.
I think AAU kind of. So the thing with AAU for a lot of programs is they getting the kids and it's just all about playing basketball. It's not teaching them and getting them ready for the following year of high school or getting them prepared for college. It's like, all right, we're gonna put together this team and we're gonna go play in a bunch of tournaments. It's never the development of players. And with my program, I kind of pride myself on breaking. I like to develop players. I like getting the players that nobody else wants, because when we're done with you, it's going to show like, look, this kid was here right? Before this year. Now look where you at with this kid in just the summertime. Because he went out and he don't even understand the game. He's just going to shoot step backs and fadeaways and
you know who you if you want to watch and to get a good point guard from, like you want to get a good point guard from, you got to watch girls basketball. You know, girls do things a little different. Like it's slow to me. Girls basketball is slow, but they learn the fundamentals. Like
it's so
they
fundamentally sound. Correct.
You know what I'm saying? But boys, they think they know everything. And like I said, to me, man, it's just a lot of hoop dreams. You know, it's hard to find a good point guard. The best point guard I've seen in the wild, in point guard that I'm telling people they need to look at was Tyler Ulis.
Yeah.
Have y'all the one that asked me the question? You seen any Tyler Ulis around lately?
No.
Any of y'all see the Tyler Ulis type? Everybody know Tyler Ulis?
No, it ain't been a point guard like Tyler Ulis out of Chicago in a while. To be honest, Goodie.
No, none. You know, Tyler Ulis that's what a point guard is. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who control the game without scoring 40 points or scoring 30. You know what I'm saying? They just pass and they find. He had a guy on his team with one arm. And still got it done. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell this guy only had one arm, but that guy was that good. You know what I'm saying? As a point guard, and he was a midget. Tyler, you was small. He wasn't no big guard.
Yep.
He went to Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? So for that question for the point guard, you know, I'm looking for somebody who could be a leader. That know everybody's position on the court, that you could talk to, that could tell me some things on the court, that see what's going on before it happened, and tell me the scouting report. These guys play against each other right now, Vontae. They don't even know who the best player of the other team is. All they know is they friends, or they on social network with each other. They don't even come to the game saying, "I know he only can go left. He only can go right." You know what I'm saying? Or they don't come to the game like they don't watch games that night. They're not watching the NBA game right now. They're somewhere doing something different.
Yep.
They don't watch basketball. They're not trying to learn. Everybody's trying to play. They're not trying to learn.
I spoke to several point guards this summer about, just being the leader. And the sad part about the Chicago point guards right now is everybody feel like they gotta go score the ball. And it's kind of like you 6 feet. Like, not too many schools are going to look at you shooting 20, 30 shots at 6 feet. I'm sorry. It's rare that 6 foot guards shooting 20, 30 shots on a team is going to go far, bro.
But who's telling them wrong, Vontae?
Huh?
Who's telling them guys? Are you telling your guys on your AU team that? Are you telling them guys who play for your team? People on the fire, are they telling their guys that? Are they telling them the real, or are they just letting them do what they want to do because they want to win, or they just want to have the best guys on their team?
Yeah, no, I definitely tell guys like, please don't, like, you my point guard. I need you to come lead my team. First of all, if you can't talk and be vocal, how are you gonna be my point guard?
They don't understand that, Vontae. You don't know what you're talking about. You just talking.
Like, how are you gonna be the point guard if you can't open your mouth and lead the guys? Like, sometimes you got to come down, stop the play, and direct. Like I said that all summer. If you can't do that, it's gonna be hard for me to send. Like, you keep talking to me, do you want to go Division I? I can't send this to Division I coach.
Y'all gotta do as coaches, man. You an AAU coach too, and you talk to college coaches, but you gotta sometimes, like when college coaches come to my school, I'll let the coach talk, man. Tell them what they're looking for when they come to Chicago. Like, they're not in Chicago looking for no softy. They come in here looking for some tough guys for the inner city, but also they look for a good kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A good kid is somebody who's not smoking weed in their room, not messing up on campus. Because they gonna lose their job. See, I ain't gonna get fired at Bogan for what you do. My job don't consider my job is not coach. My job is I work for the school. You know what I'm saying? Right. I work for the board. It's not but the college coach job is basketball, bringing the right people on the campus and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. You a coach. You got to tell coaches the real. Like, man, this kid smoke weed. This kid here, he got sticky fingers. So much stuff you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand with these kids, with these basketball players right now. Like, here go one thing I want to say something while we on your podcast. And this is something that needs to be talked about among all the coaches. Why would a kid leave Chicago to go prep school? Now you tell me that.
I know this year, because of the pandemic, I guess everybody wanted to go play. But Any other time it's like, so the thing is, so we spoke on this earlier. It's parents. Parents is like,
with hoop dreams.
yeah, it's
You gonna
like,
let your kid go to a prep school out of town during a pandemic just to play basketball, like they going to the league, like they're a top player. Do that make sense? Why would I let my son go live with some other people with bed bugs or in these rooms? You don't know what's going on at these schools, at these prep schools, be gone just to play basketball because there's no season. Come on, Vontae. Do that make sense? That don't make no sense. Chicago never been a prep school city, man. We never did prep school. We the top city, one of the top cities in the country. Why would you go to a prep school? I just want to know, why would you send your kid to a prep school? They don't go, it's not about academics, it's all about basketball, and they got hoop dreams. And your kid 5'8". Why would he go to prep school? Nobody's not gonna address that. I'm gonna have to get my own podcast.
No, so I know for a fact, I talked to a couple people, and everybody was saying, well, we just want to be able to get game film for the kids because a lot of kids are not getting recruited.
They're not recruiting 2021, so they're not recruiting this year. So let's just get that understood. Division I coach will tell you that, Vontae. They're not recruiting because they look for transfers.
So I've said this numerous of times, like, I just wouldn't hope, I will hope kids wouldn't get into the thought process of I'm going to prep school because I'm going to Division I.
That's why they doing it though. That's why they doing it.
But if you're going to prep school because you want to play this year and then have a post-grad year because you're not going to Division I this year, then I can understand that. But if you're going to prep school now because you're like, okay, if I go to prep school this year, I'm going to go to Division I this year. It's not going to work because even me speaking to Division I's, NAIAs, JUCOs, even like Division II JUCOs, like, hey, Coach Shay, well, maybe our whole team may be returning. So it's like,
right.
I got you, Coach. I understand.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying, Monte. You can spread the word because you talk to college coaches and you also send kids to college with your program. You know what I'm saying? You're up and coming program, and you got a relationship with a lot of coaches. So it's good to keep it real with the kids and let them know, because I don't know what's going on right now with these certain kids. These kids going to prep school, and I'm like, hey, it's your prerogative. But I just don't see that being helpful for the kids. I just don't see that's a good decision. This is grown up making a decision for kids that don't make no sense. It don't make no sense for a kid to be going to a prep school from Chicago just to play ball so they can go to D1.
Not this year. No, definitely not this year. Like if you haven't committed to a Division I, or because Division I haven't contacted you yet, 9.9 out of 10, you're probably not going to go Division I.
So how many Division I players you got on the All-Star game?
Maybe 7, 8.
How many major Division I players do you have?
We got Yale, DePaul. I know our girls got LSU and Virginia, Harvard. Southern is a low major. It's more low major than anything.
Do you think girls basketball is a little different than boys for this recruitment this year, the senior class?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely think so. I think this year girls, and I had a talk with the boys. Well, I had a talk with one of the guys before we started the podcast today. He was just on. I really believe girls are more humble and approachable than the guys are this year. Well, with this 2021 class. Like, for instance, like Grace Hall doesn't have to be in this podcast. You know what I mean? But I asked her to be in this podcast, and with no problem, she said, okay.
She going to LSU, right? She going to LSU?
She going to LSU.
Mm-hmm.
What school she play for?
Homewood
Flossmoor.
Okay, yeah, because I haven't seen no girls play the last couple of years really, because they kind of like downsized our girls. I used to watch every sport. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like don't rank the girls and
like
things like that.
Taylor Sutton is on here too. She's going to Miles, but like they're in here with no problem, no hesitation. Whereas the boys, the 2021 boys, I kind of I'm going to have a conversation with them like, like you guys want to be the premier and the featured game of this all-star event, but no one, like y'all not pushing the game in the event as much as my girls are. Like I can go into the girls chat room and say, hey, how y'all feeling today? And 90% of my girls are going to respond. Well, if you go into the boys group chat and say, hey fellas, what's going on? I just want to check in, nobody will respond except maybe one or two.
Right.
And then you go, hey, go share this. Grace, how many things have you shared that we told you to share?
Every single thing.
Taylor, how many times have you shared when I told you to share?
Who? Me?
Yes, Taylor.
3 times. The
You
games.
go ask the boys, go share this post. Julius Rollins.
So she know Kendall Davis.
Who?
Who, me?
Flossmore.
Grace. You know Kendall Davis?
Yeah, my teammates know him. I know of him, but I don't know him.
You know of him. Okay. Flossmore. Y'all always have good teams, girls, right?
Something along those lines.
You transferred there, or you've been there 4 years?
4 years.
4 years, okay. Yeah, Flossmore used to have good teams.
And that's what I kind of told the boys, like, y'all highest person in this chat, in our chat, is DePaul, which is Black Hat.
I thought you had Max Christie playing.
So Max Christie, so I got a phone call earlier last week. So Max, Bryce, and Isaiah aren't going to do any contacts. They're not going to play any basketball. Even if it's a season, they're not playing.
For real?
Because they're just going to train and get ready to go to college. They're not doing anything because of the COVID situation.
Okay.
Which is like, okay, that's cool. Like
that's Bryce is going to Kentucky?
Yeah. So we don't have Michigan State in our chat.
I see that look, Goodie.
Man, these kids, man.
I know that look a mile away, man.
Man, that's Hollywood. That's just Hollywood, man.
It is.
Hey, Goodie, I told Tay, man, you can go get kids that's thirsty to want to be seen, that want to be a part of this event. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
man.
like a lot of these kids don't like a lot, not the girl side, but the guy side, like the humbleness. Everybody wants to feel entitled.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to feel entitled in the boys' side of this generation that's coming up. Nobody wants to really want to go put that work in and go up against something. Like, everybody wants to feel entitled. Like, I'm supposed to have this, or you're supposed to want to reach out to me. Why? Because you got a couple of mixtapes out and everybody is ranting and raving over you.
Man, they got basketball. They got the basketball world messed up, man. I'm talking about the social network, man. I just look at it, man. Like I seen it, man. It's not the same no more. I think all the coaches want to get out of coaching right now. I think everybody kind of like on the same. All the coaches who've been in for a while, like, man, it's like.
So, Coach Good, I was just having a conversation with Keon, right? Me and Keon was having a conversation, and we were talking about how we was looking at players like, bro, these kids got this like certain particular kids, like he got 10 mixtapes. And when I know this kid, he's not good at all. But if you watch one of his mixtape, like, so
but college coaches don't really they don't be wanting mixtapes. They want full tapes. And then after they get the tapes, after I send them a tape, they want to come to Chicago. They want to see him in view. They want to see him face to face. They want to come to the gym room and see Bogan practices and see us getting down and playing tough basketball. Then they be like, yeah, he Bogan tough. You know what I'm saying? He good.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
So with the pandemic this year, Coach, so a lot of college coaches, well, I won't say a lot, college coaches have been asking for mixtapes because they haven't had access to the players. But I just had a conversation with the lady who run Real Mecca, and I was, because we was having a conversation because she's going to do a lot of the filming for my event, and she was telling me like kids are asking her to do like specific videos so they can send to college.
Right.
And I was like, and I told her, that's gonna hurt them more than anything, because you got certain players that's like you're portraying a player that you're not. So if you go send this video, so the college coach said, I want to see you playing shooting jump shots, and you send a video where you making jump shots, and you go send it to the coach, and then he finally get to see you play, and you can't make open jump shots. Like, you gotta and I think that's an issue. A lot of coaches and players are not being real with themselves in their game and where it actually is. It's a lot of false hope, like you said, hoop dreams. A lot of coaches are telling kids they're better than what they are, and yeah, and it's sad because a lot of coaches be like, oh, well, a lot of players be like, well, I talked to a coach and he said he talked to UIC for me. Like, kid, you not Division One. You're not Division One right now. Like, that's not something you want to put yourself in. But then I tell a kid that, and then it's like, oh, he hating. He don't know what he's talking about.
They can say what they want. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's fine. So when you find yourself at home, playing in the open gym or pro-am with me, like, I just had a kid like, well, can you help me get in school? No, when I tried to help you get in school, young fella, you told me F off in so many words, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. No, whoever gave you advice, go figure it out. Because I had schools for you. I had a school for one of your players, and he who we already talked about that player.
Which one is that?
Scott.
Who?
Scott.
Oh yeah, Scott. Yeah, Scott. Yeah, man.
Like, I had a coach on the phone ready, like, he like, I need length, and I'm like, okay, look, cool. Let me call Scott. Call Scott. It wasn't big enough for Scott. Like,
man, Scott. If I had Scott landed at a D1 junior college, right? He got other things going on in his life, man. These kids have other things going on because I have it set up in like people have forgot their role on the team or what they shortcomings are on the court. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And if somebody set you up where you don't have to do all this stuff, then that means I got to text you. I can't text because that's the documentation, but because they'll be like, Coach Goodie said this.
Right.
But I had to start keeping it 100 with them, start being real. You know what I'm saying? Then I start saying stuff they don't want to hear be said about your game. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's wrong with people. I just don't understand, man. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't coach AAU ball because I'm gonna be coaching AAU ball like I coach high school ball. I ain't trying to lose. And I ain't coming nowhere for nobody to play all-star basketball on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I ain't gonna let nobody do what they want to do around me, man. So I don't know, man. Like, I think I want to go coach girls basketball.
Grace shaking her head. She saying, no. Are girls bad, Grace?
Yeah.
I will say what you said. Girls are way more humble. But you still gonna find girls with egos and a lot of girls who just their parents are telling them the same thing that these boys, like that they the best thing since sliced bread, and everybody feel entitled. So yeah,
They doing that too with the girls, huh?
definitely. There's a lot of females walking around like that don't even got no schools under their belt right now. So yeah,
I think we just messed. I think the game messed up in Chicago. I mean, to me, like I said, I don't really see girls. I used to see girls basketball, and I watched Whitney Young and all them other schools like that, and I seen girls that really can play. And then, but they have downgraded girls basketball real bad because they don't do rankings and nothing no more.
Nope.
So everybody go to Kenwood. I see everybody go to Kenwood, and everybody go to
Simeon
now.
Winnie Young got a pretty good team.
Yeah, Winnie Young always have been good. So, I've been following basketball. I know Bogan used to always have a good basketball team. When we had Coach Bear, we always had a good team. But for the most part, man, they don't even talk about girls basketball no more.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's a bad case right now. Because even with this All-Star event, like I was telling the girls, like, you know, I my first thing with them, they'll tell you, I apologize. Like I deal with the boys side. Like I don't really deal with the girls side. So I really don't know too much in particular about you guys, but you guys have brought to me as some of the top players in the state. But again, even with that, like they humbly accepted this, not even knowing who I was. A lot of these boys, like they know exactly who I am. They know exactly what my program is, and they still like, yeah, bro, but you, it's not the fire or Mean Streets or nobody
Right,
like that running it. So we
right,
cool, right?
right. They can
So,
play you. They think that you got to be up on the main streets in the fire.
and at the end of the day, like no shade to Kobe and your fire people and none of that. Nobody send more kids to school than the Illinois Wolves.
No, nobody. No, you know nobody do more than Mike Mullins. Nobody. You right, Mike Mullins with the Wolves.
And that's just being honest. Like Kobe, y'all got pro players, but he makes sure he get his kids in school. He'll let you know that my 1 through 10 gonna go to school.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I'm on Under Armour team, so I know I deal with Mike Mullins.
Yeah, he definitely let you know my 1 through 10 is going to school.
Yeah, and he gonna take who he want to take. He ain't gonna mess with all. He ain't gonna mess around all the players from Chicago. Yeah, he ain't gonna do all that.
And that's the other thing going on too, Coach. A lot of adults in Chicago feel like not only are the kids, the adults feel like they entitled to kids. Like they be feeling like kids belong to them. Like
They do belong to them, man, because these basketball players, man, they just like, man, college coaches not really coming. Let's just keep it 100, man. College coaches not really coming to Chicago right now, bro.
they're not.
They're not coming in here looking for no players. They want to hear because everybody got sidebar stuff going on, smoking a lot of weed. They doing other stuff, man. So a lot of college coaches not really coming here unless they know they got it for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're not coming in here looking at these kids, man. Even on the AU side, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about the Whitney Young got a lot of tall players right now. They probably got the biggest team I've seen yet. Whitney Young.
They do.
This year they was gonna be Kyle.
So Goodie, one of my questions to you. You've been around basketball a long time. You've seen a lot of players.
Yeah.
Maybe not. We ain't gonna go far back, but maybe from 2000 to now. Can you name maybe like five guys who out of Chicago who you say you either coached against or had with some of your top guys, like 5 guys?
Man, Jabari Parker. I coached against Taylor. I coached against Kendrick Nunn. You know, in my conference. In the Red South. You know what I'm saying? I count Patrick Beverly, coached against Beverly. A lot of West Side kids too, man. I coached, man. I coached at Perspective first. Then I was in the Blue West. Then I went to Bogan. So I seen, you know, like Simeon. I seen Jabari. I seen this drive. He was gonna make it. Look, IO. I coached IO. I seen all players who Lou had. Whitney Young had some players. One of the boys go down to South Florida. The little Puerto Rican guard.
Xavier Castaneda.
I coached against Okafor. I beat Okafor at Whitney Young. I beat him I beat Okafor and Tommy since I've been coaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one. I'm the only school that ever beat Simeon at home in Jabari's 4-year career at Simeon. You know, in 4 years he won 4 state championships.
Absolutely.
And we the only school beat him. I'm the one beat him. He'll tell you in a minute. The only school gave us a hard time was Bogan. And remember now, I'm saying we playing with no Division I player. They say, you know what I'm saying? But we just it's a style. It's just my brand. My school is a brand. You say Bogan, they're gonna say they play hard. They're gonna play you hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, all
Exactly.
day long. All
That's
day
gonna
long.
that's gonna be our brand. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard the people used to be having nods about I can't win the big game, but I ain't got nobody outside my door. I don't have nobody outside my door at Bogan like Simeon. They get to pick the kids. They get to pick and choose who they want. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take the scraps from Ariel or one of the schools that nobody want. They want to win. They come to Bogan. You know what I'm saying? And then in 2-3 years they be like, man, I ain't know that kid was that good because we're in the Final Four. I've been to the Final Four like 4-5 times. I won the city championship, went downstate one time. You know what I'm saying? Went to the finals, should have won that. And that's all with like I'm saying, that's all with nothing. I beat Simeon when Simeon had 5 major Division I players on the court in the city championship. They had watch your head, Ed, what's his name? Ed Morrow, and Simeon. So I've been, we beat them. We beat that team. They had 5. They had Zach Norvell. They had 5 Division I. That boy Isaiah, the transfer from one of the suburban schools. He went to all of them with Division. We beat them with LaJuan Pipkins. So
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? So I've been around. I've seen a lot of players, man, but I just don't see that no more. I just don't see Cliff played a big Cliff. You know what I'm saying? We lost to Clifton by 2 points in the Final Four. Our biggest man was 6'4". So I see some players, man, but I just don't see. I just see basketball changing right in front of my face, man. Right in the face. They don't. These kids got they privileged, man. They really good. Nobody won't tell them the truth.
Exactly.
Yep.
Nobody ain't telling these kids the truth, man. Let's keep it. Nobody not telling me the truth. Let's go back to that boy y'all have at Orr. You a coach over at Orr, the boy from the East Coast.
You talking about Sharif?
Yeah. I knew when I first seen him play, I said he older. No, I knew he's older because he passed the ball forward and he had gray hair on his chest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he came up here and he was good at prep school. He was killing it. And he could play. You know what I'm saying? But you could tell he was a little older to me. You know what I'm saying? Transfer Marcus Levesque came to Chicago. Bright lights, they gave him a nickname. He came and stole everybody that's in Chicago glory. You know what I'm saying? Charlie, everybody who been here, who been working all these years with small fry in Chicago, he come in 1 year, and he still all the media. Nobody don't talk about none of that. What happened to all the guys who have been here 4 years in Chicago playing fast off here? And then one guy come in and transfer from out of town, and Michael Bryan, them give him all the glory, all the ink. He stole all the ink from people that were seniors that year. So nobody
He
don't talk
definitely
about
did.
nobody don't talk about that stuff, man. It's just like we haters in Chicago. Everybody in Chicago haters. They hate on each other. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hater, man. We don't like in New York. Can nobody just go to New York and play basketball in New York? And
Nope.
be like, they ain't gonna go up there and be like, oh, they get kids from Chicago. They gonna hate on Chicago guys. But everybody in Chicago, somebody turn here, we start talking about he better than our best player that's homegrown.
Yep.
Our homegrown talent right here in Chicago that you seen in small fry, seen him as a little boy, now somebody come from out of town, and y'all start crowning him the best player in Chicago and one of our best ever. Come on, man. This Chicago a mecca. Tim Hardaway, Isaiah Thomas, we got guys with the pros, you know what I'm saying? A lot of guys went to the league in Chicago, y'all probably don't even know about. Ronnie Lester. We had so many players come out of Chicago. We pull everybody else up. So man, Jabari Parker is from Chicago, man. I don't care what they say about it. He from Chicago. Jabari earned his stripes, bro.
Earned every bit of his stripes.
He definitely did.
He earned his stripes, man. Jabari won 4 state championship. Derrick Rose, man. He from Chicago, man. I don't care what school he went to. He from here, man. MVP.
And the city was ready. To tear him down once he
once he got
went
hurt.
through all the injuries and all of that.
Yeah, man.
And that pissed me off about that too.
Oh,
like,
man.
That made me so mad. Like, man, this is one of our guys. Like, in our backyard, this is one of ours. Like, we shouldn't be tearing him down. If anything, we done seen him up close and personal.
And everybody asked me the question, you think he should come back to the Bulls? No.
He might have a better chance because we got Maurice Cheeks over there. Maurice Cheeks from Chicago. You heard me?
Yeah.
Maurice Cheeks on the bench with that coach. Maurice Cheeks went to DuSable. We from my neighborhood. Robert Taylor's. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he don't get enough stripes for him being one of the tough nose guards out of Chicago.
No, they don't. No, man. I watched him. I used to watch him with a little boy, man. He lived 3 buildings down from me. Robert Taylor's, Maurice Cheeks. We call him Mo Cheeks.
Yes,
he lived
sir.
He lived in 5266 South State Street. I lived in 5041 South Federal. I was DuSable. He was DuSable. So he might get, he got some. He from Chicago. So man, maybe he might, I think Derrick Rose should come back to the Bulls. I think he got hurt, but I think he can come back and help that boy Kobe White.
Yeah, I think he
be a leader. Yeah, be that veteran leader. Because over there in Detroit, coach, I'm watching him and like at some point I just like why is he coming off the bench and he's your most productive guard?
I mean,
outside of Jeremy Grant,
they man, come on, they got Jeremy Grant. Come on, he didn't even want to score on this team, but now they pubbing him up. Come on, man, y'all see Derrick Rose? Come on, man.
And the crazy part is Pooh still got so much basketball left in him that don't make sense, man.
It don't.
He still can average an easy 18, 20. He can go out there and still hang with the best of them.
Hey, I was a hater, man. Because I thought in high school, right, about me being a basketball fanatic, I watched Derrick Rose. He's scoring 7 points, 8 points. You know what I'm saying? And they was pubbing him up. He was athletic and things like that. So for me, when you go to high school game in Chicago, and I grew up at the best high school player I've seen in high school play in front of me was Jamie Brandon. And I'm way older than Jamie Brandon. But Jamie Brandon, you go get some popcorn, you're gonna see 38, 35 points every game. And they gonna be undefeated. King. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I was used to seeing Derrick Rose. I mean, I was seeing Jamie Brandon, but Derrick Rose, man, he was different. They seem like that's why it's called scouts. They get paid to know what I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And here we are being couch scouts. You know what I'm saying? Talking about D-Rose, well, he ain't gonna go. This kid ain't gonna go. And the scouts say this, and the scouts, they talking about because D-Rose went to college with the pros, and they knew what they was talking about. And Coach Goodie ain't know what he's talking about, and I accept that.
But I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing. I knew what kind of because I played against him. We was same class. I just knew how
what school you went to?
I was at TF North with Bankston. Well, I went to Inglewood first. I was with Lou at first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was with Lou at Inglewood.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you play for Bankston?
Yeah, I played for Bankston.
Okay. You played for Timmy, huh? Played for Timmy boy.
Yeah, I played for Bankston.
Left hand Timmy. I went to Simeon in my freshman year. And Tim was a sophomore. He played for St. Barbara Grammar School.
He one of my favorite coaches too, man. Big Bankston, man.
And he old school.
Yeah, he old school. He want to get the best. He want to get the best out of you no matter what. He always been one of my favorite coaches.
You gonna put that pat on your booty.
Yeah.
Old school, Simeon. That's where we grew up at. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the paddle. That paddle kept you right. Your left hand better be good.
It definitely did. I remember when the parents told on Thig Pen.
Yeah, they told the other coach at Simeon, the sophomore coach.
Yeah.
Fred. His name was Fred. I think his name was Fred. They told him Fred.
Yeah, they told him that they made a big news article about it.
Yeah, man, about the paddle, man. The paddle, the paddle made more players.
It did. I was reading an article in college, like, man, bro. These parents are soft.
Man, come on, man. You can't holler at a kid, man. You can't even holler at these kids, man.
Bro, first of all, Lou did the paddle.
Yes, sir.
Right? He definitely would let you turn his ball over with. Come on over here and grab them ankles.
Yes, sir.
What? Yeah, bro.
Sir.
I know for a fact they did the paddle at Simeon at one point because Big Tim would tell you like a lot of times for pool, Big Tim took his paddle like Big Tim would tell you that. But they
from Simeon, man. If you from Simeon, Simeon, that's what they come on, man. I played for Coach Hamp.
Yeah.
Coach Hamp had a paddle in his back pocket like it was a wallet. Yeah,
but now it's like you can't like Chris Head. Chris Head can probably never coach back. He can't coach in this era.
No, they can't take Chris.
No, he couldn't coach for real in this era. Like he gonna keep it. He gonna keep it raw.
I'm still learning how to coach in this era now. I don't know if I can coach.
I already know. Like look. I remember the first thing Coach Goodie. So I was playing with Tone and Old Gold at first, or whatever.
Yeah.
So Tone put me on his B team, or whatever.
Old Gold Tone, huh?
Yeah. So I still talk to Tone about this to this day. So he put me on his B team or whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't know nothing about AAUs. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So we play in the tournament. We play like the state qualifier. So we get all the way to like the 4th place game, and we end up losing in the Final Four. But then the top 4 teams went qualified for state. So the next week we played in the tournament, and we play our A team with Isaiah them, and they had like supposedly these good players. Like I was still small my freshman year, but we ended up beating them or whatever. So we ended up going to our 3rd tournament, and I was still on the B team. And Coach Jeff, that's over at he was Team 10 now. He wouldn't even coach high school basketball anymore. He came over to me like,
oh, you talking about Champ, boy? That's my best friend.
Yeah.
Come on, Jeff. Champ.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Duncan, that's my best friend. Champ. You play for Jeff?
No, I didn't play for Jeff. But look, he come over to me, he like, man, why are you still not on the top team? I'm like, I don't know. He like, yeah, that don't make sense. You you too good of a guard to be not on the A team. I'm gonna let you know that now. Like, so if you want to come play with us, bro, you could definitely gonna play on my A team.
What team is Champ coaching in?
The Hawks.
The Hawks, yeah, nigga. I coach them on the Hawks. I coach them on Hawks too, boy.
Yeah, so the following weekend, so I went to
play for the Hawks too, huh? Chris Hayes, that's my man.
So I went and played in Racine. They had the KG Racine, and my very first. So I get in the game. So I didn't start because it was my first tournament. I remember meeting at Madison at the United Center and get in the van. So I meet them at the United Center. We get in the van. So we drive all over to Racine, and the whole time like they talking to me like, man, they said you good because Jeff went in the van. So Jeff had told him that I'm saying that I'm coming to play. So I was with Coach DC, who's over at Mean Streets now.
Yeah, Durham.
Yeah. So I'm like, he like, man, they said you good, man. You as good as they say you are. I'm like, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He like, okay, we're gonna see. So I come off the bench or whatever. So Chris comes down. My very first game, Chris comes, he sit on our bench, right? So I see Chris. I didn't even know who Chris Head was. Like, Chris comes down, he sit on the bench. I get in the game, I get to steal the half court. I go to lay the ball up and put my hand behind my head to lay the ball up. Chris called a timeout and was sent to kill me. I did not know who this man was. I just scored the layup.
Well, I know he went nuts on you, boy.
Going bananas. Man, you better not never in your mother life do no dumb shit.
Ooh, I bet Chris gave you.
That sounds just like Chris.
That's Chris, man. You know that's Chris. That's Chris.
That
You gotta be you will never play for me, you stupid mother. Don't do no dumb. We win in class.
Okay. You did the old Carl Malone, huh?
Yeah. My bad, bro. And from that point forward, like I just learned to just play hard and win. And
so what year you come out of high school?
07.
So 07, I started coaching. I started coaching at Bogan varsity in 08. So are you older than Mike Powell?
Who was Mike Powell?
Mike Powell Jr. That played at Brooks.
Probably so.
Oh, Mike Powell and the twins and all them came out of Brooks.
Yeah, I'm older than them. Yeah, I'm older than them.
Okay, so yeah, because I coached against them. You're right. I coached against Mike Powell and George.
Yeah, and George and all them. Yeah,
So I was coaching the Hawks too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So the crazy part about it, let me tell you how good Chris had. Like and the good thing you say that, Coach Good, because we went and we played OJ Mayo and them in that. Well, we went to nationals. First of all, like whenever we went to a tournament, because we didn't have any of the quote unquote national ranked players, but we played in all the national ranked tournaments.
Yeah.
Like, and we were winning tournaments. We went to nationals my sophomore
With
year.
7 players. Chris only taking 7, 8 players.
Exactly. So we go down to
Everybody can
nationals
play for Chris.
my sophomore year. Listen to this, Grace. We went to national my sophomore year. I started getting bigger and started filling out, right? So we go play OJ Mayo for the national championship. I'll never forget this, right? Like I'm at this point, there's no YouTube, there's no Slam magazine rankings and none of that. Like there's really like none of that. You know what I mean? Like it's just all based on word of mouth. Like I knew who OJ Mayo was because you know people talked about him. But when I finally seen him, like, okay, this OJ Mayo. Okay, cool. Bro, when we played them, we frustrated him and Bill Walker. People don't remember Bill Walker.
I remember Bill Walker, boy.
Bill Walker
was a killer.
Bro, he was Blake Griffin before Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Bill Walker was cold.
Man, he was taking off on people. Bill Walker didn't have no dunks against us.
Nigga, that's cause you played for Chris Ed. He better not got a dunk. Somebody was there dunked some donuts.
He didn't have a dunk against us. Bro, you better box him out. If you don't box out, sub. Like he was every time you missed the box out, sub, sit down, shut up, don't talk.
You better not listen. You better not even run to the huddle on the timeout late.
At all.
Everybody got to run to the washroom and sit over till you say to the timeout over there. You run back to the huddle.
You can't go talk to your parents. No, none of that.
No, that's why I took my style. I ain't lost sense. That's why I got my style from Chris. I'm just keeping 100 with you. That's why I got my style from. That's why I'm disciplined because I seen Chris go out of town to Washington D.C. and take the 7, 8 players, man, with the Hawks and come back with the championship.
He did always.
He beat the big team, man.
And he wanted. So look, I remember. So Julius Hearn or whatever.
I know Julius. Julius played. Julius played for Chris.
We went out of town.
That's like Chris' stepson now.
Yeah, Chris loved Juju. He loved you,
yeah.
Dr. Jew. So we went out of town, and I'll never forget this. We went out of town, and these knuckleheads decided to sneak out the hotel room.
Wrong.
Bro, Chris came, he checked. Oh, you son of a, don't worry about it. You will find your own way back to the crib. Oh, thumb smoke was going off, right?
Yep.
They thought he was playing that they weren't gonna play. He didn't even go like, because they were 17 at the time. He didn't even go 16 you gonna play. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play my 15U and my 17U spot. We went and we played and we won our first 17U game. We lost our second 17U game by 80 points.
By 80?
Yeah. But we played the Atlanta Celtics.
Y'all play who?
The Atlanta Celtics.
Oh, they was good?
Yeah, they had Dwight Howard and Josh Howard. Yeah. It was all of them went to the NBA. You know what I'm saying, a year later.
Because Josh Howard, Dwight Howard didn't go to high school. College.
Nope. Josh Howard didn't either.
They went straight to the pros.
They had a whole team full of straight from high school to the NBA team. Like, and again, at that time, it was no internet media rankings. It was like word of mouth. So when people was telling us like, yeah, y'all got, so when we beat the first 17U team, like Chris is telling us like, good job, y'all play hard. So we looking at the schedule like we played the Atlanta Celtics. So everybody telling them they good. We so confident because we beat the 17U team before, like, man, we ain't worried about them. So they come out, they land the ball up. They big as hell, coach. They land the ball up. And all of a sudden I hear, ooh, now they dunking. Bro, they beat the brakes off us.
I was 15U.
Even fair. Like, they took the ball off, and that was the first time ever, like, Chris wasn't even mad at us. Like, he actually, like, he congratulated us. Like, we didn't even, like, even though we lost by 80, like, you wouldn't tell, like, by our effort. Like, we was losing by a lot, and we went out there pouting and crying. We just kept playing. Like, what's the worst we can do? What the worst we can do is not try and lose by more, bro.
Damn, 80 points?
Yeah, they beat the hell out of us. I don't think I can get a shot to the rim. I think we scored what 6 points. I had 2, and then my homie Justin Hightower had 4 points.
Hightower.
Mm-hmm.
What school do you play for?
Proviso West.